folks. Okay, poo poo. Thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate you. If you're catching this on the replay, just stick around a little bit and we'll let everybody get in here. But go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you would. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. I better get some water, man. Remember, our channel is nothing without you guys. Everything we do is in hopes of educating, enlightening, and helping you guys out and making the world a better place in our own little way. So we thank everybody that supports us tremendously. We got some exciting things coming up later this year before the first of the year. Christmas is on the way. We're going to do some trips, I think. Some little adventures, as in our name. So we have a lot of stuff we're going to be trying to get done if the weather holds, if we don't get sick. So just stick around with the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member, that's great. We do have super chats, we do have PayPal and all of that. But I think what makes us the happiest is when you guys will just come back and watch our videos, subscribe to the channel, and give our videos likes and leave comments. You know, it's what makes YouTube happy. So if it makes YouTube happy, it makes us happy. But stick around as we get going here, and people will join in, and we'll get the conversation started. Big Dennis in the house. Welcome to Community Friends. That's right. YouTube has changed and added some new additions, Dennis. I don't know if you know this, but they're changing things. And so now we have a community of friends. So, and you are the community friend leader, apparently. So they've made some changes. I haven't got into it all that much, into all the details, but I know we have a community tab where it's more like, I hate to say this because YouTube may kick me off, but it's kind of like Facebook. They're kind of doing a little bit more FB type stuff, you know. And then thank you for the sticker, Dennis. We appreciate that. Like the little flying dude. So thank you very much for that. We got something we're going to do with the money you've been giving us lately, Dennis. I think Lorelai figured it out last night. So I think everybody will be pleased. We have a couple of classrooms in the Philippines that we're going to be helping out in the beginning of December. So we're working on getting the coordination done with a couple people in the Philippines who oversee some classrooms in rural areas. And we're going to take the money that we start raising. And no, we're not going to give it to Jack. Rox is in the house. Oh my God, hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Raleigh's in the house. Love you being here. Thank you from Florida. Got a question? Lay it on me, baby. Lay it on me. I can handle any question you got. No, we don't give to Jack anymore. All the money I've given to Jack, I should have gave to the poor people in the Philippines instead of him. But we have found, so we got a plan. We're putting it all together yet, so I can't announce it, and we're going to show you guys later on what we're trying to work on. Oh man, no, I'm not at the beach, man. Jeez. I wish. I know it's not really cold where we're at in Arkansas. We're in Arkansas. It's 60, and most people would consider that really nice weather. I'm miserable. I'm miserable. So no, we're at home. We're not at the beach, but you know, this is one of my favorite shirts. I bought this in Aruba. So I feel like wearing it today for the live stream. Because, you know, I want to look good for you guys. I want you guys to say, you know, he takes pride in his live streams. You know, he tries to speak articulately. He tries to invite everybody into the live stream and get everybody to talk and to chat. Riley, so no, I'm not at the beach, sadly, man. I wish I was. I'm going to come live with you in Florida is what I'm going to do. We just can't afford Florida. It's too expensive. All right, let me get caught up here. Do you have a girlfriend there? I do not, Riley. Sorry, Rocks. I do not. And I do not have a girlfriend at all. And the problem is, my wife won't let me have a girlfriend. She flatly told me that when we got married, no girlfriends. I don't know. It's like 100 every day for me. What year? 8? I'm not good with sling. Oh, you okay, Lily? Come on, Lily. I gotta get my dogs. Oh, shit. Hang on, I gotta help my dog, Lily. Everybody, give me a second. Don't go anywhere. Come here, Lily. Come here. No, come here. Don't be hurt. All right, you got it? All right. We have dog issues that we got to take care of. Lily's the one with the cone of shame. She was having trouble getting on the couch. Sorry, let me get caught up, sorry. Raleigh says it's like 100 every day for me. Nightbot must, yeah, my wife is from the Philippines. Yeah, we're in the great state of Arkansas. Marina Cockprod, my daughter lives in Arkansas, Fayetteville. Oh, really? Well, we just live up the road from Fayetteville. I know Fayetteville very, 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 very well. We live up in, if you've heard of Fayetteville, you probably heard of Bentonville, right? The home of Walmart. We live there. So we're literally 30 minutes from Fayetteville at the max. So, Renina, Raleigh, how old are you? How old do I look? Let me ask you that. I'm going to go with however old you say me are, Raleigh. However you pick. Jay Brown, my pickled itch and I'm scratching it, brother. All right, well, I'm very happy for you. I love watching ASP Place Chases. ASP, Arkansas. Oh, yeah. I've seen, yeah, I know some things about the Arkansas police. Rocks, all you got to be careful about is not too many emojis in a row because Nightbox wants to put you in timeout for that, all right? So just do maybe 2 of them. Riley, I want you to guess how old I am. Big Man HTN is in the house. Thank you for being here. He said hello to everybody. I want everybody to say hello to everybody too. Please say hello to everybody. Give us a thumbs up as you come in. If you're new to us, please subscribe to our channel. And if you need people to subscribe to yours, let us know. Cool. I visited there a year ago. Nice weather there. Yeah, Arkansas is a beautiful state. Don't get me wrong. But I would prefer to live in the Gulf Coast part of America. Raleigh says you're 49. Okay, Raleigh, that sounds good, buddy. I like you. You're now my favorite person. SK says hello to you, SK. Thank you for being here. Abis Mohammed, thank you for being here. Thank you for saying hello to everybody. SK Dinzy. Not for sure what you mean by that. The only English or the only language I understand fairly well, and I'm not saying good, but fairly well, is English. So I'll take 49 any day. I'm doing good. I'm a little tired today, to be honest. A little stressed, a little tired. But for the most part, I'm doing all right. It's taken me all day to kind of get my energy level up. For some reason, I'm kind of dragging ass, as we will say in America. But how are all of you guys, Henry and Riley, how are things going on in y'all's world? So, Riley, what I'll tell you is I'm not 49, but I'm definitely not 10 years older than that either. So you're real close. But I like the concept of being 49. If I let my hair grow and my beard grow, my wife says I look really ancient and old. And everybody say hello to everybody. Dennis is here. Dennis already gave us a super chat today. So I appreciate Dennis donating some money to the channel. Henry says it's going, Raleigh. Good. I go to school tomorrow. Nice. Excellent. Going to school is very important. Dennis, buys arm candies here. That's right. Buys arm candy. And remember, yeah, that's right. SX says his Christmas buddy is also here. That's correct. Getting ready for the Christmas party. It's going to take us a while, but we're getting ready. Deltree, you look like a history teacher. Oh, really? That's funny. I taught college for 25 years. I did not teach history, but I originally wanted to teach history. But my educational path didn't take me to history. But when I was in high school, I was going to be a football coach and a history teacher. So that's kind of funny. I have all A's. Excellent. You're an ace. You're top of your class, my friend. Hello to you, Dennis. Sorry, autocorrect. I'm into. It's all right. Dennis is saying hello to you, HDN. Oh man, I was really stressed out yesterday for a while, and I thought our dog Daisy was. I thought she was going to die yesterday, so I was a little stressed. But I think that crisis has been averted, and we have some more dog appointments later Friday. We got to take both dogs in Friday. One is, I'm looking at my dog, is what I'm doing as I talk about him. Lily, the one with the bad eye and the crippled foot and the cone of shame. We got to see if her eye is healing so we can take that off. Well, Henry, you hadn't slept for several days, so it doesn't surprise me that you took a break and you took a long sleep. I love sports. If I was physically able, I'd play sports into my 90s. I played football, baseball, team sports. I played basketball, but not on a team. I just sucked at it really bad, but I loved baseball and football. Yeah, I'm really worried about our dogs. One just got diagnosed last week or the week before last with heart failure. So we're still adjusting to that dilemma. I got to have her have a heartworm test this Friday. I'm taking her to the vet to get a heartworm test. Because my dog's doctor, said that if she has heartworm, it might explain the heart failure and they could cut the worms out, literally, and save her life. So I know it's kind of sad, but I'm hoping for heartworm this Friday. I'm hoping for a positive heartworm test. But thank you for your concerns. We have a lot of videos on our dogs. We've traveled with them to the Philippines and back, and they go with us to Florida on vacations. So, they're very important to us. We are starting to realize, even though we kind of knew it, but we are kind of in that phase right now. My wife and I both, where we're starting to realize that the dogs aren't going to live forever, and it really sucks. So, Raleigh says, I played baseball, basketball, and football. Yeah, I played on a team in baseball and football, but basketball I just sucked. I just played around, with the kids. Probably, Dennis, because what they got to do is go in and cut that artery because it's the left artery, and this is what he suspects, that the heartworms, they get into the left artery, and that's the problem. And so our vet says, yeah, they can go and put her to sleep, cut her artery, and go in there with a scope and literally pull out the heartworms and then give her some kind of medicine to help with that. So, not real happy about that, but if it saves her life, if we can keep her alive longer, I've already spent 12 grand in medical bills for the dogs this year. What's another 2 or 3? So, Alexandria's in the house. Thank you for being here. Remember, everybody give us a thumbs up and subscribe, like, and share. And then make sure you go and check out everybody else's channel. I'm sorry to hear that. Basically, a open heart surgery. Yeah, it is. It pretty much is. Mark's in the house. How old are you? Well, Mark, I'm going to let you decide how old I am. You can tell me how old you think. Hey, there's my good friend Scott in the Philippines. Scott, expat in the Philippines, has a great YouTube channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, please do. And Scott, man, we appreciate you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have 1 dog, 2 cats, 4 fish, and a bearded dragon. Very cool. Those are good hobbies. They definitely keep you busy. So, Capria says thumbs up. Thank you for that. Yeah, Fayetteville, Arkansas. Know it well. I grew up around here, so if you need any advice about Fayetteville, you just let me know. Well, yeah, I know it well. Carmia. Hi, hello, thank you. Sleep, yo, saying hello. We got a lot of people here. A lot of thumbs up coming in, so we appreciate that. Yeah, Scott, love having you here. Welcome, says welcome, David. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. That's 100% true. We try. Oh, great. Capria, they subscribed to our channel. Thank you. If you would subscribe to Scott's, that'd be great. So if you ever have a question about Fayetteville, you have our channel. We have other friends on YouTube here that has kids that are going to the University of Arkansas, and grandkids and nieces and nephews, and they will often send me messages saying, "Hey, we heard this or that." No, the kids are fine. You know. I have a live at 11 a.m. this morning, mate. Excellent. So how many hours from now is that? Can you give me like 6 hours, 7 hours, 4 hours? Hello, hello to you. Thank you for being here. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you for being here. We'll just call you Bat. Bat says hello to everybody. I hope you will subscribe, like, and share, and say hello to everybody. If you guys would go ahead and introduce yourself and say hello. Raleigh, I'm going to have to leave. I can't get back on because I'm going to my mom's house. All right, Raleigh. I'm at my Minnie's house, which is Grandma, right? Grandma. So, when you get home, you tell your mom how great she is, all right? Bat says, hello, I am from Indonesia. Excellent. Thank you for being here from Indonesia. Thank you for the thumbs up. Sleep is from Australia. Well, you have another Aussie in the house. I think Scott knows a little bit about Australia. It's about 20 minutes away. Oh, so, all right. So not even an hour, just 20 minutes. Well, I'm glad you're here. You can promote it all you like, and tell everybody that you got a live stream in 20 minutes. That's probably more helpful since we have people from around the world, right? And I'm going to pull in one of my, if I can find a tablet, Scott, I'm going to go on and do yours as I do this one. No, Mimi House. Okay. So the weather's pretty good here. It's in the upper 50s now. It's nighttime. It's dark. Weather's getting cold. Report from Belgium. I love Belgium. How's everything in Belgium? How's the weather in Belgium this time of the year? He says, but I'm going to be moving to the USA. Congratulations on that. How are you going to do that? Are you coming on a work visa? Are you getting married to an American? Are you just immigrating? Yes, I do. Sorry, I decided to do soon. No, it's great, man. Scott, it's all good. Victoria Milbrand is where he's from. Raleigh, 89 outside for me. It's because you live in Florida. Come on. So, today's Veterans Day, so congratulations and happy Veterans Day to all of the veterans of America. And let me give a shout out to all of them, but let me give a special shout out. Today's my older brother's birthday. He's been deceased now I want to say 7 years. And of course, sadly, he died from alcoholism, which is something we all seem to know a lot about these days. So happy birthday to my brother, and happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there. It's too cold, bro. I bet you it is there, but it's all right. Yeah, you guys are used to it in Belgium and Germany, Ireland. Immigration. So you're going to be immigrating over? Outstanding. What part of the United States are you going to? Raleigh. Yeah, I know you live in Florida, Raleigh, right? Don't you live in Florida? Happy birthday. Yeah, he's the I got a big family. They all hate us, but I got one brother that doesn't hate me. But the brother that's died from alcoholism, he was I think 6 years older than me. And him and I were real tight. He was the oldest boy, I was the youngest boy. So, every once in a while I think about, I wish he was still alive and kicking. And Veterans Day makes me always think of how his life, due to alcoholism, fell short. Gonna go to New York? New York, ooh. Man, I'd pick somewhere better than New York. 5 months of the year, I go to Florida. Okay, nice. Where do you go to Florida from? So where are you leaving to go to Florida? But yeah, it's Veterans Day in America for all you folks that maybe didn't know, which is just another day for us to recognize people that have served in the military. And I've never served in the military. So I don't care what you did in the military. I don't care what branch you served in, how long you served, whether you're overseas or not. You did better than me. And I don't care what your beliefs are about the military. If you were brave enough to sign that piece of paper and they took you and you served, you deserve recognition for that. Our good friend Pat Riley's in the house. Good evening, everyone. It's pretty cheap where I'm going. You're going to New York? Are you going to New York City or the countryside in New York? Raleigh says it's about 5 hours in America where you live. Okay, excellent. Tucker 90 is throwing some flags down, so Nightbot is telling him do not throw too many emojis. You can only get away with 2 emojis at a time. All right, Tucker? Morning clothes and other things. Happy Veterans Day. We salute you. Well, and I think, I think veterans ought to be saluted and recognized. I wanted to join the Air Force, but I was too fat. But I think countries can't be countries without their military. And that's for us and every other country in the world. Pat says he's feeling better. How's your toe? So your toe's getting better, right? It's Trucker 90. Oh, did I say Tucker? I'm sorry. I think I said Tucker. I was thinking of Tucker Carlson earlier on TV. Yeah, Trucker 90. Sorry. Many apologies. I didn't know that. I'm moving to a small town called Hadley, New York. Never heard of it, but it'd definitely be better than New York City. When I was in 8 years of baseball, I went to World Series and came up second. Nice. Congratulations to you. We never made anywhere. On our little league team, we never got anywhere. Pat says, yes, the toe's doing good. HTN, everybody say hello to my good friend, HTN. He's back checking in with us. Raleigh autocorrect, I meant to say you. Raleigh is still autocorrecting. It's all right, Raleigh. Good morning from Craig Parrish, who happens to also be in Australia. So we got 3 of you Australians in the house already this morning. So thank you, Craig, for being here. We appreciate you. Appreciate you more than you know, your support from the land down under. Because when Lorelai and I take our trip to Australia, we're going to come and stay at your house and drink your beer is what we're going to do, Craig. So Riley, it's all right, Riley. You know, autocorrect and typing, you know, I just try to kind of read between the lines and hope I get it right. Silas 11 is back. Hello, thank you for being here. Thank you for back. So make sure you have a lot of beer at home, Craig, because when we get there. So I hope everybody's doing well. Dennis is here somewhere. He already super chatted us or super stickered us. So got to thank Dennis, and Craig is here. Henry's here. Pat's here. Scott, the expat in the Philippines, is here. Craig, I don't know if you guys two know each other. I'm assuming you do. But if not, subscribe to each other's channels. Bye. I got to go pay Roblox. All right. Take care. Riley, I live in Albi, Australia. America, here I come. Well, I would love to hear about your transition sleep. So why don't you subscribe to our channel and stay in contact, because I would love to see how your immigration to America goes, how you fare, what you think the differences are between the two countries, some of the culture shock you're going to have, which will be a lot. Got to go prepare for my live stream, David. I will be back to yours next live. All right, my friend, take care, and we will see you soon myself. I'll try to, if I can find one of my pads, my iPads, I'll join and let it run. That's my plan when I go to your party. Drink all the beer? Well, I got one Red Horse, Henry. I got one Red Horse only, but I'm going to keep it in the fridge and save it for you. So that's right, drink all the beer. Now, Craig doesn't know, but we're going to bring a whole bunch of people to Australia and just drink up all of his beer. Nice, Riley. Thank you for that. We appreciate that. And one of these days, we're all going to hook up with Scott, expat in the Philippines. Yeah, I'll save it for you. I got one left. I don't know if any more is coming in the mail or not, but I do got one left. So I told Lorelei we got to save it. So when Henry gets her, oh, here we go. I'm trying to get something set up here. Hang on. So the toe's good. Haven't tried Red Horse yet. Oh, is it good? It is. I like it, but you gotta like strong beer. It's 9% alcohol. It doesn't taste. It's not strong like Guinness, but it's definitely way stronger than like Bud Light and Coors and Michelob, regular Michelob, and all that stuff. So, and it's not a heavy beer. It's just a stronger beer. Yep, that's right. Craig Parrish, the Alien Whisperer, is in the house. Craig, Dennis is saying hello to you. I like it. I think most people I know actually like Red Horse. You got to drink it cold. It's one of those beers that you have to drink cold. And I mean cold. It's a Filipino beer. You can buy it in America. If you can go to like a seafood city, they usually sell it there. Craig is saying good morning to you. Coors is good. I don't mind Coors. I don't drink anything but heavy beer, I guess. I guess it's kind of my German blood coming through. I just like, I love Guinness, you know. So I don't drink a lot of clear beer, except for maybe Red Horse, which is clear. It's just strong. Craig knows Red Horse. Coors is good. Like Pat likes Budweiser. I can't do Budweiser. I like Michelob Amberbach. I'm a big Michelob Amberbach. But I'm not a big fan of the Mexican beers, to be honest. The Modelo. I don't like Modelo. It makes my stomach upset. HTN doesn't like Coors. It's a nasty beer. Oh, Bud Light is mid in my opinion. Bud Light. Forget the horrible ad campaign they had with that Dylan Mulvaney person. Bud Light to me, I'm sorry, is very, I don't know. I don't drink it. I wouldn't drink it. I had it once and went, what the hell is this? This isn't beer. It's like watered down stuff with a tiny bit of beer flavor. It's like Kool-Aid with I don't know. I just didn't like it. Dennis, Henry likes Budweiser. I can't do regular Budweiser. I have, to be honest, I haven't drank regular Budweiser since I was probably 18 years old. When I found other beer, like back then, Michelob had a dark beer, and Heineken used to sell a dark beer. When I found those as an 18, 19-year-old, and I drank a lot of Michelob back then, the clear beer I would drink would be Michelob. That's what I drank. But I'm still a whiskey man. Budweiser's okay, but I'm still a whiskey man. Yeah, Henry, what type of whiskey do you favor? I got some whiskey here at the house. I think we got some Crown Royal caramel, salted caramel, which is really good with Sprite. Man, it's a really good drink. So I like some whiskeys, rum and coke. I like rum a little bit. We got a big bottle of rum here and some wine. We'll have alcohol here. Henry says, "Well, what you got when it comes to whiskey?" I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Jack Daniels, yep. Jack's kind of like the staple whiskey. Grey Goose and Mountain Dew, really good. Really, I never tried that. Never tried Mountain Dew and Grey Goose. I like Jack, but I'm more of a Crown and Coke versus Jack and Coke. But I do really enjoy a good mixed drink. If somebody else makes it, when I make it, they taste like shit. So I like it when a professional bartender makes me a mixed drink because, you know, it seems to be good. When I make it, it seems to be more like, ugh. So when we go on cruises and we travel and we go to fancy places, I buy a mixed drink because I'm hoping at least that their bartender's better at it than I am. Sleep says, I believe the drink I am thinking of, it's called 7 and 7, Seagram 7 and 7 Up. Maybe I'm thinking about, no, that's a drink. It's a very common one. We drank a lot of that as kids. MJ's Filipino Retirement's in the house. Hey! Michael, how are you? MJ's Filipino Retirement. You guys subscribe to that channel. If you haven't done so, please do that. So we appreciate you guys doing that. Here's that. I like Crown better, but not picky. Yeah, I guess I'm picky. I guess, you know, I've drinking a bunch of rock gut stuff, and I've learned the hard way. And since I don't drink a lot at a time, and maybe that's the difference. You know, I don't drink a lot. It only takes a small amount. So I would rather have top shelf, you know. So Dennis is saying, hey to you, Michael. But I don't know. I don't know. I like martinis and mojitos and you name it, you know, daiquiris during the summer. But I just don't drink a lot. I'm just kind of partial to having it good. MJ's Filipino Retirement is doing well. Just recording an hour's worth of boring morning of making and eating breakfast. Oh, that's all right. I need to do some more video myself. I just haven't had the motivation. I need to sit down and do a bunch of shorts, make some more little short videos. And I got a couple of long videos I need to make. But I was real bummed out yesterday and tired. And I feel like my energy level is about 50% today. So, you know, maybe it's my heart, I don't know, or stress. So I just haven't been motivated really to do anything today. So I hope I get more energy tomorrow. Going to upload it and try to do Premiere after a while. Nice, excellent. HDN says, I grew up drinking Mooney Shiny. Yeah, we had a lot of that around here. Dennis says, Hardcore buys arm candy. That's right. How is your arm candy doing? Have you talked to arm candy lately, HDN? MJ said, thanks to Dennis, Pat Riley. I like Kentucky moonshine. Craig's dropping a link. Hey, guys, remember, if you have a wrench, you don't have to ask permission. Just drop your link or a video, share anything you want to drop or share. You don't have to ask permission if you're blue, all right? So Craig's dropping something there. H is hello to Craig, hello to Henry. So, but I'm going to make eggnog for the Christmas party. Well, I'm not going to make eggnog. I'm going to buy eggnog, and I'm going to pour rum in it for the Christmas party we're going to do. But we'll probably have, we're having some friends over on Thanksgiving, just a small group of us. And I've been thinking about making because there's only what, three of us that would actually drink. My wife doesn't really drink. So I might get a couple of little fancy bottles of something to make something that's kind of wintry for Thanksgiving that we can have a little bit of something. I just got to figure out what drink to make. Maybe something with Kahlua and cocoa or, something kind of wintry. Maybe I can't think of that spice. Cinnamon, nutmeggy. Hello, Henry and Craig. She's still waking up. All right. Filipino Buy in the house says, hello, everybody. Thank you for being here, young lady. We appreciate you very much. Thank you. I'm glad. I hope things are going well for you in the Philippines. It's early in your morning. And HDN says, and she's trying to get me to help her with the business deal that she's doing. Uh-oh. Man, I don't mean to burst anybody's bubble, but we run from business deals in the Philippines. We get something twice a month. And it's like, shit, we run from business deals. Sorry, don't mean to buzz your bubble by, but Jesus, hello to Bai. Everybody say hi to Bai. Everybody say hello to Dennis. Dennis, say hello to Bai. Wow, HDN arm candy is, yeah. Henry's arm candy is here. She is here, full blown. Hello, Grandpa Dennis. Dennis is going to try to come to our house for the Christmas party, Bai. He's trying to get it figured out, his travel plan, so he can come in and visit us. Young Bai is saying hello to Henry. Henry's going to try to come to the party too. So we're going to have a party. Craig is going to come. Craig's going to buy airline tickets for himself, his wife, and all the kids, the entire extended family, and he's going to fly to America just for our Christmas party. I know that's what Craig's thinking. And he's going to load the plane down with good beer from Australia. I know that's what he's thinking. Yeah, we don't do business in the Philippines. We learned that lesson the hard way. And we get offers at least once or twice a month from people going, oh, sorry. Oh, piggery. Oh, chickenery. Oh, this or that. And I'm like, yeah, money lending. That big racket. No, we don't do it. But we don't do business with anybody anywhere in any country except for America. So yeah, it just... And I know a lot of people, when they do business in the Philippines, they have a really good, and it's not the individual like you, Bai. I'll tell you. Bai, here's what I'll say. It's not you or the person asking that we would have distrust in. It's the downstream people that won't hold up their end that they promised you that they would do 1 and 2 and 3 people downstream is what happens. So Craig says, do that, we all have to stay. Can't afford to return. Well, all right, you guys can live in America. We can put you in the garage, And sorry, exactly. But it's really not, because we get offers. Oh, I'm like, and I tell them, look, it's not about you, the individual. It's about all these other people downstream that are telling you something that's not going to come true. They're promising you, yes, we will be there. We will do this. We will help sell. We will help this. Nah, we're going to give you a really good deal. We're going to give you a really good discount. We're going to be there to feed the pigs. We're going it just has never worked out. It just never worked out. Then, of course, the money lending thing for us was a huge no-no. So we didn't like the money lending thing at all. Sounds like it's going to be a fun party. I think it is. We're going to have a lot of food. There's going to be a good chance a lot of people here. I don't know who's all coming, but she's been in. So what's happening that day? Mark's in the. Hey, Mark, how are you? Mark says, "Hey, David, I watched you and Lorelai's driving and shopping spree yesterday. It appears you live in a fairly big area. What's the population of the town and city?" Well, what we do is we live in a place called Northwest Arkansas, which encompasses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 towns. And so between the 7 towns up and down the interstate, I don't know, I would say there's probably 500,000, I would think, I'm guessing. MJ's Philippine Drama saying, hello, young Miss Bai. How are you today? But I enjoyed you watching. I was busy driving, so I didn't get to see what was going on a lot, unless I was in the shopping cart. But thank you all for the thumbs up. And all those little emojis that are floating up, those are cool too. Lorelai saw those on her live stream of the day. She's like, oh, look, somebody's sending little thingies up. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Then I figured out what she was talking about. So yeah, we did some shopping yesterday. Wore me out. I'm still out of energy. I'm only running about 50% today. So I feel like I'm about half speed. But so what's going on for the Christmas party, December the 14th? Lorelai, I'm not going. Lorelai and a bunch of the girls are having a party at some church. A Christmas party like for little kids at some church. And that's in the afternoon. And then the adults, the girls who want to have a party, not a church thing, are all coming to our house and a whole bunch of others to come here for a Christmas adult party, not a religious party. So if that kind of makes sense. So Lorelai's going to have a busy that day, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. But Mark, that's kind of how we live. So we might be in Bentonville, Arkansas, or we may be in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and it's only going to be about a 20-minute road trip, depending on which way we go. We usually go down towards Fayetteville more because it's less traffic and easier to get around versus going towards Bentonville, where the home of Walmart is, and their mass construction. They're building a home campus that would rival any college. So it's crazy up there. Craig, let me clarify. A party, how do you clarify that? We're all going to keep our clothes on, Craig, but it's going to be a party more for people above 18 years of age. So there'll be drinking there. There'll be music and dancing, food and entertainment. Well, they don't have to worry about being behaved like they do at the church. Because the funny thing is they really don't want this church party. But I guess they've been doing it every year at this church. And the lady who usually does it, her husband died or something, and she's all sad or something. I don't know. But somehow they roped Lorelai into helping. So Lorelai is helping with it, but they're making that more of a, I don't know. I don't like going, so I don't go. And then at our house, it's going to be a normal event. But I hope everybody keeps their clothes on. Everybody will keep their clothes on, and everybody will behave to a point. So, but there'll be a lot of people here. Because she's been, because the girls in our community have been talking about it. So they're all, trying to figure out what to wear and what to bring and all of that good stuff. I don't know what you mean in Australia about adult parties, but that's the way this one's going to be. So, just to clarify that, young Craig. So that's what they're doing, and yeah. And then Lorelai is decorating the house, of course, which you guys will all see. And we're going to have a bunch of food and all of that good stuff. We do have, I was telling Dennis when Dennis first came on early, that Lorelai and I are working on sponsoring a couple of classrooms in the Philippines. In December. Dennis, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. You can never count on her answer. So there's many times she says like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there," but no. I think Lorelai invited her. I'm sure she did. She's welcome here, of course, but there's no guarantee that she'll show up. There's just not. And I think, yeah, I don't know, Dennis, to be honest. That's all I know. I know she's still desperately seeking some filthy rich guy to come out of the sky and marry her so that she never has to do anything again. I don't know what's in the head. So, but the simple answer is, I don't know. Oh, did it? What class? Oh, it's an elementary school. We're working on that. Lorelai's working, and so what we're going to do is some of the money that has been rallied up from you, Dennis, we're going to send to the Philippines, and they're going to buy food and feed all the children of one of the school or its classes there in the Philippines. So that's what we're working on. But I'm going to let Lorelai. But Lorelai's excited about it. That's why I keep mentioning it, because I think she's going to do a video or talk about it. But that's kind of her project. So I just want everybody to know that she's going to be doing something like that. I don't have all the details. She just told me about it this morning. Yeah, she's like, I talked to Karen, her friend that's in the Philippines that has a couple of kids, and they don't have a lot of money. And what we've done, and I forgot about this because I really don't ask, to be honest, is every year we apparently send money over for Karen's kids' birthdays. I'm fine with it. I don't mind. I don't care. I just never really pay much attention to it. And what I was told today, that the child usually likes to buy her classmates food for Christmas. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, so the money that we've been giving her, the kid goes and buys food for the other kids. I'm like, all right. So maybe we can expand upon that. That's kind of where we're going with that. Pat says, soon I get my foot healed up, my toe, going to be to the Philippines in the summertime vacation. Yeah, which part of the Philippines are you going to be heading towards, Pat? So we don't plan on going back to the Philippines into the year 27. So it's kind of weird, right? When you say, instead of saying in the year 1993 or 98 or two, now you're, well, we won't be there until 27. All right, nice. I don't know where that place is on the map. There's so many places, I just don't know. But I encourage you, how long do you plan on staying? 3 months or just a month, or what do you plan on staying? All right, yeah. So, so Lorelai's working on something. I don't know what she's doing. But I got a surprise planned for Lorelai for the Christmas party. It's not what she dreams of having, but it's something that I know she will be very, just 10 days. All right. Wow, you're only going for 10 days. Ouch. Man, that's a short trip to the Philippines. Tim is in the house. Good evening, Tim. Tim is saying hello to everybody. Tim, everybody's here. Yeah, it's not long. Dennis is here, Henry's here, Craig's here, Pat's here. We've got a whole bunch of people in and out this morning or this evening. Tim, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's not very long to be something to enjoy. Yeah, it's a good trip to do. We always like to go if we have a good month because for us, especially now that I'm old, 2 days journey, 2 days to kind of get your clock, reset. We have somebody looks like from Italy. I love Italian food. Hello, man. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being here. Carlo, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up as you came in. If you're new to us, subscribe to our channel. I'll probably butcher your name as I say it, but I'll try my best, Carlo. So thank you for being here. We have some other followers from Italy also. So you're in good company, my friend. Pat Grease. I will not be here Friday morning my time. I will have a 12-hour brownout. Man. Backlash Fisherman's in the house. Hello to you. I saw you did a couple of live streams earlier. I tried to get to them, but I've been running low on energy. I think I'm about 50% today. So I haven't done very well getting to you. Even Scott, the expat in the Philippines, is doing a live also, and I haven't got to his yet. So I'll have to go back and rewatch everybody. So yeah, you caught fish in both. What kind of fish did you catch? A 12-hour brownout. My goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay, stay safe. Have a good life. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Oh, well, thank you for being here. We do, Carlo. Thank you for being here. We enjoy all of our good friends from Italy. So we'd love to visit your country one of these days, hopefully next year. We're looking at doing a Mediterranean cruise, and one of the many cruises, Italy is on that list. So we just haven't decided exactly which cruise to take yet. But we may get to go to Italy next year. We're hoping we're going to get to go somewhere next year. So, Backlash has a great channel. If you guys haven't subscribed, do that. Thank you for the thumbs up. And he lives out on the east coast of America, and he gets to catch real fish that have already been seasoned with salt. First was with a restream, and I didn't like the way it worked. Okay, caught a catfish, bass, bluegill. Second, straight through YouTube, caught a catfish. So you were freshwater fishing this time. You went freshwater. It's too cold here. Our fish are in bed right now. Once it gets down in the 60s here, shore fishing goes, the fish go deeper. So, and I don't have a boat anymore, and I'm not going to sit out there but I get cold really easy. So even 60 degrees weather is too cold for me. Yeah, about a pond from your house. Nice. Italy is now 1:20 a.m. and is very cold with fog near Venice, Austria border. Wow, in Cairo. Well, we're hoping that we might get to Italy next year, but we're going to go during the summer where it's warm. We don't like to go into cold weather. So I'm going to remember, So we're looking at maybe September of next year to go to the Mediterranean, maybe Italy, Greece, places like that. We don't know yet. Diana's in the house. Everybody say hello to Diana. Diana's also one of our members, so thank you. We do have memberships on the channel. So Diana, everybody's here. I don't know if you know Backlash Fisherman, but he's one of our fishing buddies from the East Coast. But Henry's here, Dennis is here, Craig is here. Looking at Cozumel and Key West next June on the Margaritaville at Sea. Yeah, if I could ever convince my wife that she didn't need to work anymore, we would take we could find a dog babysitter. We're struggling with our dogs now because due to their health. But Lorelai and I, we'd go on 6 or 7 cruises a year. So we've been to Cozumel and Key West. I've been to Key West on a motorcycle. So it's a great trip. I haven't been on the Margaritaville. Look forward to that though. Summer in Italy is very hot. Good. We like it. But your food's good still. Even in the summer, the food's good, right? You know, is it Gina Carlo? Gina Carlo? I'm hoping the food is still good. I still free and wow, how are you pulling that one off, Backlash? Well, can I be your friend? I can be your wife, or, well, not that kind of wife, but we could say we're married. Nobody would argue with us these days, right? So I could go. Maybe you could tell him you got like 2 extras, and my wife and I can go. So, hello, everybody from Diana, Soul Smoother. Craig's in, hello to you. Dennis is here. He was asking about you earlier. First responder, oh, okay, gotcha, to the government. I got you. Yep. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of Carnival stock, and so we actually get a financial discount. If you own over 100 shares of Carnival stock, you get a discount on every cruise you go on. The longer it is, the bigger the discount is. It's not that cheap, but it helps a little bit. Helps to pay for a few beers. Mark is in the house, and hello to Diana. Now I must sleep because tomorrow morning must be at work at 6:30 a.m. Wow. All right, my friend, take care, and thank you for coming in, and thank you for subscribing to the channel, and thank you for come back. I love to more. We need to know more about Italy, so please come back. Tim says, "Pack people do cruise full time and permanent residential ship." They do, and we've thought about that. I couldn't do it, Tim. I just don't think I don't like living in a condo or apartments, and it would be the exact same thing. So I think it'd be great for me. I could tolerate a world cruise like for 9 months one time, but I couldn't do that. I don't think I could do that. Diana's saying hello to Mark. HDN says hello, everyone. So thank you for being here, our good friend from Italy. I typed in my wife and kids, and a 5-day, 4-night cruise to Key West Cozumel would be $386. Ocean view room. Excellent. I recommend to everybody, always book the ocean view room. You don't need a balcony unless you're not worried about money. What you need is a window. You need sunlight in your room. We've done the different cabins. Window is perfectly fine. Diana's saying hello to Henry. So we're hoping to go on a European cruise next year, but we got the dog issue, and Lorelai the other day was so upset. She's like, "Well, we're not going to travel anywhere because we're afraid Daisy's going to pass away, and because of her heart condition." So we're a little paranoid at this point, I guess, about that. So Tim is saying hello to everybody. Dan saying hello, Tim. Yeah, you only need the window, right? Because if you want to sit outside, just go upstairs. That's what we found out. It was like, no, man, I'd rather go sit out up on the big balcony than on my little balcony. So waste the money to do a balcony. If they give you the balcony as a free upgrade, Dennis, sure, why not, right? But don't pay for it. After 2026, when the house and vehicles are paid off, we will cruise more. Absolutely. When we move to southern Alabama, we're going to restructure things and that we can try to do more cruising too, because we really miss it. And my legs aren't getting any younger, and I got to have the right mobility scooter for cruising. So we got to plan all of that. But we want to cruise more because it's the safest way, I think, to travel. You get your food, your lodging, everything included. I like cruising. Hey, Diana from Dennis. Tim, hello, Diana. Hey, SS, Soul Smoother. Your competition is here. HTN's Arm Candy Buy. I think, I don't know, Buy, are you still in the house? I may have scared her away with my lecture about not doing business in the Philippines. Dennis, I may have hurt her feelings, so she may have left. I didn't mean to hurt her feelings about how we see doing business in the Philippines, but as you guys all know, I just try to be very honest. So I may have scared her away, Dennis. Mark says, David, what would you say average price for a good cruise experience involving? I would plan $100 a day. You could do $100 a day. That could be your starting point. You can do them a lot less, which are fine, like $75 per person a day, but $100 a day, $100 a day. So if you got you and your wife, that's $200, and you can have a really nice cruise for that. Backlash says, worst thing for us is being in North Carolina. Florida ports are 12 hours drive from here. I know, we went to our very first cruise. I got family in North Carolina. We flew into North Carolina. No. Our very first cruise, we went to Savannah, Georgia. I don't know what we did. We went on a cruise. We either drove, I think we went on a cruise. We flew to the Carolina. Sorry, we flew to like Savannah, took a cruise to the Bahamas. We got back, we drove up to North Carolina, hung out a couple of days, rented a car, and then we turned around and caught a plane from South Carolina back to Arkansas. I think is what we did. It's been such, I had a coma since then. Dennis, why are you always trying to be a fire starter? Well, that's what Dennis does. And Pat says, yay! No. Diana, no. I am like the Dalai Flame, but from Canada. The Dalai Lama from Canada. Yes. That's Dennis for you. We are grown up here. Not in high school anymore. Wait, what happened? When did we get out of high school? Nobody told me. Come on. Somebody was supposed to tell me we weren't in high school. I didn't know that. My goodness gracious. So yeah, we love to cruise. We would do it a lot more. Yeah, we just would. It's partly why we want to go live in the Gulf Coast, because New Orleans and everybody in Florida, Port Canaveral, we really wanted to move to Cocoa Beach, Florida, which is where Port Canaveral is. But we just can't afford the homeowner's insurance and taxes. None. You just, there's a lot of tips that we can tell you, but there's nothing really required. You don't necessarily need a passport, but we always use our passport. You book it, that's pretty much it. Because it's a closed loop system. And what I mean by that, if you leave Miami and you come back to Miami, it's what they call a closed loop, then technically you never leave the country, so you don't need a passport, even though you go to other ports of call. But seeing that you belong to the ship and you come back, but we take our passport anyway, and you can have it stamped to show, but that's all you really need is your passport. And then you put a credit card on file on the cruise ship, you pay for it, and you pay for your tips up front. It's the best thing to do, I think. And you put a credit card on file in case you need anything on the cruise ship. They give you a sign and sell card, like a little credit card that you do everything with. You get on and off the boat with it. It's your identification. Easy peasy. Never went to high school. See, Henry's like, man, high school can't be over. Never went there. But I did get my high school diploma. I got one too, barely. I was, it's kind of weird, right? You get somebody who barely graduates college winding up teaching, barely graduated high school who winds up teaching college. It's kind of funny. So, I loved my 4 years in grade 6. I loved grade 6. I loved school. I just didn't study. We had a lot of fun. But we think you should go on cruises before you get old. It's good for old people. I'm telling, and I'm not saying you're old. I'm just saying I have heart and lung issues, leg issues. I'm telling you, it's the best travel experience you can have. Money wise, it's the cheapest vacation you can ever take because you can eat yourself into a coma if you want to, and it costs you no extra money. MIA, huh, Henry? Yep, I left my 4 years in grade. I took my G-Day 38 passes with flying colors. At 38, oh, you took it at 30. I thought, I was reading it because I was thinking of Henry. When I saw that 38, I'm like, Henry took it 38 times before he passed it. That's what I was thinking. Took it at 38 and passed with flying colors. Well, because you're not a dumb person. So Pat says same here. So cruises are great. Everybody should go on it. I vote that we put together a cruise party ship thingamajiggy. They have those, right? Where you can coordinate a cruise where you can get 50, 60, 100 of your friends all to come in and reduce the price and have like a hat cruise or something, whatever you want to call it, a class reunion cruise, a PAC cruise, PAC cruise, you know what I mean? And they can do those, and they do them all the time. Heart problems, not fun, they suck. No, they do. They wear me out. That's why I kind of feel like I'm about half speed today. I just tested so I could get my high school diploma without actually having to go to school. Nice. Ugger, hello, sir. What you look like Stefan. I don't know who that is, but I'll take that as a compliment. Are we not sure that Stefan doesn't look like me versus me looking like her or him? Don't know the person, but I'm starting to think that Stefan is probably a damn good looking person. But yeah, so heart problems not fun. They wear you out. I mean, yesterday we ran around a lot, and then when we got home last night, I was really tired. And there for a while, I thought Daisy was dying. I thought my black dog with heart condition. We both thought we were having a really bad night, and she just wouldn't move. She wouldn't eat. Very lethargic. Her heart was just going crazy, and it was, I don't know. So we're kind of stressed about the dogs, to be honest. But later on, later on, she did go outside, and Lorelai said she took this really long, huge crap. So, so maybe her doggy medicine, her heart medicine, is clogging her up. And so, and after she came in from Lorelai said taking this really long dog crap in the yard, she seemed to be much better. So, but there for a while, I thought she was, literally, because our doctor said at any given time that artery could explode. What do they call that, an aneurysm? Because it thumps so hard that artery could bust open at any time. And if that's the case, she's dead. There's no way to save her. Yesterday, kicked my butt. I twisted my ankle. Yeah, you were out decorating while we were out shopping. The biggest German, well, wow. The biggest German entertainer. Okay, let me Google that entertainer. I'm gonna go. Because the funny thing is, I'll tell you, I am of German descent. So everybody hold on. I'm gonna go up here real quick and find this guy's name. Because now I'm curious. Oop. Do you think, well, I guess he's kind of right. You guys want to see what he looked like? All right, I'm going to show you what he looks like. Give me a second to pull his picture up. Do you think he looks like me or me look like him? What do you think? Can him and I be twins? mean, he could definitely be a brother, right? I mean, he definitely, I guess if I wore a goatee and no hat and took my glasses off, I may be a little bit older than him, right? Wow. Craig says that's the biggest key word. Lorelei's in the chat. Not at all. What? Craig, Lorelei's spying on us. It has to be Lorelei. It can't be me. So, yeah, if you give him that hat, well, that's what I mean. I thought we would, if my hair was a little longer, if he had my hat on, you know. Yeah. Dennis is saying, wow, the boss is here. That's right. Dennis already gave us a donation today, Lorelei, so that we could put it towards. I was trying to explain to him what you're going to be doing with Karen's grade school stuff. That's what we're going to use some of the money we've been getting for, is to feed those kids at that school. But I don't understand it enough, so I told him you're going to be getting that figured out. Craig saying hello to you. Dennis recognized you as the most beautiful arm candy in the world. I'm just feeling my husband is live. Yes, I'm struggling today, but. Hello, everybody from the wife, the beautiful wife. No, David Farr. No, I don't. Well, I don't know, man. I think this old boy and I look. Shit, Lorelei. I gotta admit it. Our new friend from Germany there might have a valid argument to make. I think that old boy, he might be 10 years younger than me, and I may be fatter than him. But I'm telling you, he's got the same nose, the same eyeballs, the same ears, the same damn head. He could be his hair is even the same way mine is when I let it grow out. Now that old boy yeah. Now that old boy looks like me. Can I meet him? Well, is he rich? does he need a body double in Germany? So, wow, we're going to donate and we'll get the video feed to the Joe. Yeah. So I was just trying to make sure Dennis understood, because since he's been donating. How beautiful, Lorelei. Hey, Lorelei from Henry Marks. A younger you. I see. Lorelei's just jealous because she thinks I look like Jason Statham. Jason Statham. But I don't think Jason Statham's German. Hi, Diana. By the way, the Dirty Santa minimum is minimum. I thought it was the maximum 25, Lorelei. Why do you guys keep jacking the price up? Back, I would donate 50 USD dollars to your class, but not through your tube, lose 30%. Yeah, we have the PayPal, Dennis. You can just do our PayPal on the channel. There's a link right there. I think it's under Lorelei's name. But we appreciate that, Dennis. So, yeah, we have PayPal set up. I need to do something on PayPal tomorrow anyway. I keep forgetting to do. Okie dokie, Lorelei. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds expensive to me. I told him like $5. Maybe I'm cheap. I thank goodness I only look like me. Yeah. Hey, Dennis, Greg, did you see what Dennis is going to throw us some money on the PayPal account so that we can buy more food for the kids in the Philippines. Okay, Dennis, I'll message it to you later. When we get done here, I'll send you a direct link to it. And maybe I better check my YouTube channel. Maybe it's not there anymore. But it should be there by the Facebook link and stuff. I don't know. But I'll send it to you. Yes, we'll have them write your name on the blackboard. So, let me Google myself, Dennis. How do I find my own channel? Jesus. Yeah. Let me see if I can find the channel to my page. I don't know how to do it. Oh, shit. Craig says, go to about, Dennis. It's there. Okay. Thank you, Craig. Craig, thanks, Craig. I appreciate you jumping in and helping this guy that doesn't know how to work his stuff. So, a few town we were thinking to donate, so different schools. Right. So we have a couple of different schools apparently she's going to do. So we thought that would be a nice thing to do for Christmas. And because look, one thing I don't know, one thing you can always say, I think in third world countries, I'm not trying to be bad, but feeding children's always a good thing. You know, I just don't think you can go wrong with that. I know in the Philippines, even buying them chanillas, isn't that what it's pronounced? Chanillas? Chanillas? Flip-flops, which are cheap, is really good. So, because they can always burn through flip-flops. So, because that's what Bud Brown used to do. I don't know if you guys knew Bud Brown or know him, but that's what he used to do. Charles Sanders in the house. Young Sanders, thank you for being here. Hello, everyone. So, Diana's saying hello to you, young Sanders. Glad to have you here. How's the wife and kids? How was your day? Craig is saying hi to you. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. One of these days, next time we get to Texas, Sanders, we're going to hook up with you and Claude. We're all going to meet up the next time we go to Texas and have dinner. So one of these days, we're going to get back down to that part of the country. You send it? Okay, on PayPal. Thank you, Dennis. I'll check it in a little bit, or Lorelai can check it. She won't give me the password. I don't know what the password to PayPal is. She won't give it to me. She's like, you don't need it. So there may be like $1 million in there, and I don't know anything about it, Dennis. All I needed $5 a while back for something. So that's all I know that's in there. But so that's what we're going to do. One of our Christmas little gifts is to try to help out a couple of schools with some food and stuff in the Philippines. And we got some other things we're doing in the country, though. So I want everybody to understand, though, giving to the Philippines or third world countries is great, but you should also do things at home. And we have some people that are in need here in the United States that we will do our best to make their Christmas a little bit better. Make it a little bit better. Liar, I'm what? Oh. Well, I don't know what the password is. So it's not technically lying because I don't know what the password is. No, yeah, I have the passwords for everything else. I just don't know what's in PayPal. I don't even know how to use PayPal. I know Elon Musk invented it with some other buddies that are all filthy rich. But other than that, I don't know anything about PayPal. But yes, I have access to everything else. So Craig says, no worries, no worries. Family is good. Work was busy for them. So good. But one of these days, we're going to get back down to southern Texas, even if we got to go on a cruise out of Galveston. Because you keep changing. Well, yeah, because they keep asking me. They keep asking me, do you want to change? And I keep saying no, and they go, well, it's highly recommended that you change. But I wrote it down last year. It's right here in my notebook, And so I got to go back in and change it. It ain't my fault that 1, 2, 3, 4 is not a good password. So Dennis says Elon invented and he did. Him and a couple of other buddies, along with all these other freaking things. Dennis will save our passwords for us. Well, somebody needs to. Da Vinci I would agree with that. I think he's the smartest man on the planet. No offense to anybody. I think Elon Musk, the more I watch him talk, I think he's the smartest person on the planet because, look, when he talks, there is so much stuff rattling around in his brain that he has troubles processing it and articulating it because he's up here in his brain and he's trying to explain it on a level that everybody understands or that it would make sense. So he's doing advanced calculating in his brain and then trying to convert it to a level lower so that people understand. Just watch him. Plus, hell, He makes rockets fly inland. He's the smartest freaking person in the world. We should tell him, and I think Trump will, go, young man, tackle the American government system, clean it up and fix it, and he'd probably get it done in 30 days. You know, probably fire everybody, but he'd get it done. I'm just telling you, the more I watch him speak, I get what he's doing. I get why he stammers and why he pauses and stutters, because he's not thinking about the conversation that you and I are having. He's thinking about 20 other things that are going on in his brain, about the rockets, about the cars, about government, about this. And he's processing and bringing out the little bit that he's talking to you about. I'm just telling you, smartest guy in the world. What a lot of people don't understand, he has to be, he does. He has to dumb it down. And you can see that, Dennis, because look, I used to be smart, not like Elon Musk, but I used to be smart. And the one thing I realized I had to do with certain class that I taught, certain groups of people, I had to bring it down. I did. And I would have to take what I knew here and try to convert it to ordinary words and to relate it to things that this group of people knew about, because they didn't know about these words. So I had to convert it, and that's what he does. I see that's what he's doing. He's converting continuously. Extremely smart. I'm just telling you. Has to dummy it down, I'm telling you. But it's kind of like here, you know, I'm going to pick on Jack, because Jack told me I was an idiot and didn't know anything, and that I was a worthless YouTuber. But one thing a lot of people don't understand about when you're doing live streams like this is it's remotely close, because there's going to be 4 and 5 different conversations happening. So Craig is talking about one thing, Dennis is talking about one thing, or maybe they're talking about the same. But you have 2 or 3 other people talking about something different. So me, why I mess up a lot, because I'm trying to keep track of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different conversations that may be going on in the chat. And apparently that's offensive to somebody like Jack. So, Elon, brilliant. Diana says they will try to, yes, I know, they're going to try, but yeah, but Elon is said to be afraid of AI, then proceeds to come out with his, yeah, right? If I'm afraid of a technology, why don't I just reinvent my own? So I'm not afraid of it. He's afraid, because I saw some of that. He's afraid of what can be done with AI, but he's not afraid from creating it. He's just afraid of what humans are going to do. Same thing with all the weapons in history. You know, Da Vinci built weapons, right? As Craig knows, but he didn't like what was going to happen to those weapons or how they were going to be used. Yeah, he needs to do AI so he can counter all. Yeah, it's his checks and balance. Okay, if these people are going down this road, I got to think 10 steps ahead of them. And I think you're right. I hope you're right. I think you're right. So it's just fascinating watching him talk. I mean, it just blows my mind and I don't follow half the shit he's talking about. It's way over my head. But he's man. I hope he gets into our government and he says that he can streamline it, make it more efficient. I know more than AC armed, you know, but I like Elon. I think he's kooky. I like anybody who has enough money, but I even think if Elon was broke, he still wouldn't give a crap what people thought. If you hated him, I don't care. You know, he doesn't care what people think of him, and I like that. But now we have, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he could just all give us, maybe Elon could share a tiny bit of his money when he passes. Yeah, 269 trillion, the richest man in the world. Billion, going to be a trillion soon. Yeah. I was shocked to find out the other day that he truly was the richest man in the world. I didn't realize that. So he's doing something right, and you got to give him credit where credit's due. Is how I look at it. By over 50, but yes, he's Richard Wright. He reused that rocket. Did you see where the rocket came back down and they captured it? The exorbitant amount of cost in rocketry is the fact there's a gigantic amount of waste. So you don't get to reuse anything, so it's not efficient. Man, I'm just telling you, if we would let him look at our books as the United States government, he could clean our books up really. I'd let him look at my books. He would probably laugh at me and go, man, you're just an idiot. You know, you can't even manage a dollar. What are you talking about? Very incredible that maneuver was to recapture that rocket. Never been done before, right? Has anybody ever gotten anything back besides a couple of time capsules or a couple of capsules that came back from the parachutes? Just telling you. Man knows what's going on. And I've watched interviews where he has talked about planes. He has an electric plane. He has an electric plane in his head. The electric plane will not need runways. He has this in his head. I've seen an interview with him talking about, yeah, no, it's. He got kind of quiet about it because he didn't want to give out too much information, but he said, rest assured, I have a plane. Yes. Yeah, and I think he can. Because I do think this, and I don't know, but my guess is why we are so far in debt as a nation is because of piss poor management. We don't run it like a business. And I believe running it like a business would cut our taxes and put more money in our pocket and make us a stronger, bigger country. A lot of politicians don't want that because they want us to have something to be afraid of. His T-shirt occupies Mars. Yeah, and his Tesla, isn't his Tesla circulating Mars or up there somewhere? Didn't he put a Tesla in space? Which is, how cool is that? And look, you got to know the guy's a genius. He doesn't advertise his electric cars for sale, and they're the hottest thing there is to buy. And when the government wanted to tax or put a tax on EVs over 100 grand, he didn't want to pay. He didn't want to pass that fee on to the consumer, so he just cut the price of his cars below 100 grand and started selling them. I'm not gonna. We shouldn't have to give the government this money, Well, I think what you would find, Dennis, I don't think our Pentagon can account for way more than that. You know what I mean? Is what I think. But I think he's got a brain on him, and I think he could look at our books, and I do think we could become modernized and streamlined and improve so many different things that it's just unbelievable, unbelievable. Sad thing is, I own some Tesla stock, but I don't want to buy a Tesla car. I don't want an electric car. I like a gas car. But, because I think the e-waste is going to be a bigger problem. I saw that. I saw they just opened up a Tesla sales facility in the Philippines. Crazy, right? And he won't have to advertise. We just did it for him. At no cost to him. We advertised. And, a lot of electric cars out there. And I like somebody, I think it was Joe Rogan was interviewing him, and they were talking about, well, how do you feel about these companies that take your electric cars and they modify them and change them and make them look totally different? He's like, I don't care. They're still buying my car. KD says, Elon is my favorite African. Okay. So, he's a trip. He's, And did you see the one where he talks about his son? I like this. I thought this was really, he was talking about his youngest son. I can't remember the name, but he's like, I think he said his son is slightly autistic on the scale. But he's like, what? He's like, my son see things differently than most people. And he goes on to tell Joe Rogan or whoever, my son never likes to go out and eat at restaurants. But I have a family meal that we go out every week and we eat at a restaurant. And he said that his son finally, and Elon said he was trying to tell him that this is important to go do this, but he never had a good answer for it. But the son said finally, well, now I understand why we go to eat at restaurants. It's so that we can eat with strangers, because we can get this exact same food delivered to our house and we can eat in private, but we can't have strangers come to our house. So this is how we go to find strangers, is to go to restaurants. I'm like, well, that's a different way of looking at it. Yeah, the brownout is going to be the problem, and the salt water, but maybe they're going to make something a little bit more durable. But you got people in America driving these things underwater, showing, through flooded areas and showing that they still work, and in the snow and everything. So I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. I wonder if they're selling the truck in the Philippines. Diana says, I'll be back. Okay. Or dogs or chickens. Dennis, or dogs or chickens. Yeah. How are they going to handle the dogs and the chickens? Are they going to recognize the dogs and know to avoid them? Because that's what James, who lives out in San Francisco, he sent me a video a couple of times, but he sent me one recently where he took an Uber that was a Tesla self-driven. Driverless. You order the Uber, the car shows up to your house, there's no driver, you get in the back, it takes you to the store and drops you off. Pretty trippy. And did you see where, what is it, Mar-a-Lago? Yeah, Mar-a-Lago, President Trump's place. They have some of Elon's dogs, those mechanical robot dogs, patrolling the grounds on Trump's property now. Did you guys see that? So I thought, well, that's pretty cool. I wonder if Trump has one of his robots hanging out with him there. So I don't know. It's getting kooky and crazy. It's just unbelievable what's going to happen technology-wise. I don't know. I really like the modern technology in the cars. I just want a gas engine. I don't mind hybrid, but there's just something old school about me. I still like a gas engine. But I do like all the technology, even though I don't understand half of it. But James says he takes those cars, not a problem. They go exactly where they're supposed to go, get where they're going. 1997, 98, 90, close to 7. Dennis, and then all of a sudden, Building 7 is gone and swept all under the carpet again. Yeah. Past 50 years is, yes. A lot of it's just a big scam. I'm starting to think, the older I get, the more I start to think everything's a lie. I think everything's a lie. I think everything's been manipulated. We know that the food system in America has been manipulated. TV's manipulated. The news is manipulated. Is there anything in America that's not manipulated? I think the robot dogs are Boston Dynamics. Oh, is it Boston? Okay. There's some of those at Trump's place now. So I like gas cars and diesel. Yeah, I still got a thing for, and I don't think we should ever force anybody to do one or the other at all. I think you should be able to have anything you want: electric, hydrogen, hybrid, gas, diesel, because I think that's the American way. But the more I see things, the more I sit and look and go, man, I'm telling you, it looks like we're manipulated, lied to consistently about every freaking thing. And I mean everything, even as kids. I think, I was watching something and do something today about the food industry and about how the Kennedy guy is talking about the food pyramid's a lie. It's a scam. It was a hoax created by the cereal companies, businesses that had a vested in you, interested in you eating grains. So they wanted to make sure that the government told you, yes, this is what you need to do. Oh, and by the way, we happen to grow it and sell it. You know, I like the donkey. The donkey or the burro? Do you want the burro or the donkey? I knew a lady that raced mules. She was one of those mule jumpers. She did races where they jumped mules. Yeah, he'll be a target as well. He will. But I think he has some great idea about the food because, look, the Philippines, even though it's a third world nation, right? But the food is better than what we have in America. Period. I'm not saying Filipino food, I'm saying the ingredients are real food. In America, we don't get real food a lot of the times. Burger Chef. Do I remember Burger Chef? Was that the guy with the the man with the hamburger on his thing? Burger Chef. I'm gonna look it up. No, I don't. Burger Chef. Burger Chef. Burger Chef. Burger Chef. It sold to Hardee's in 1996. So Burger Chef is now Hardee's. No, we didn't have Burger Chefs around here. Remember growing up? It was a fast food restaurant chain and began operating in 54 in Indianapolis, Indiana, expanded throughout the United States, but I don't remember a Burger Chef. It even was in Canada where Dennis lives. Oh, yeah, Big Chef and Super Chef hamburgers. 82 General Foods Corporation, owner of Burger Chef, trademarked the name, divested itself from the restaurant chain, gradually selling the owners to Hardee's. Final restaurant to carry Burger Chef name closed in 1996. So, sounds kind of like it was kind of like a Burger King. Hey, it was in Australia. Did you know that, guys? Burger Chef was down in Australia. It was stated that Australians disliked the limited burger menu compared to varied options available from milk bars. The chain had two mascots, Burger Chef and something else. Here's what it looked like. I found a picture. You guys see that? Burger Chef. Jerry's Restaurant. I don't remember Jerry's either, do I? Jerry's. Diana says, I'm back. Jerry's. Was Jerry's a hamburger place, Pat, or something else? I don't see Jerry's. I mean, there's a thousand different restaurants called Jerry's. Let's see if it's under fast food. Trying to see if I can find a. Yeah, American restaurant found founded by Jerry Linderer, who initially opened White Tavern Restaurant in Kentucky in '29. Oh, it was very similar to Big Boy's. That Big Boy restaurant was the guy with the hamburger in his hand, right? The Midwest and the South. Some of his restaurants were converted into Denny's, so it became Denny's. But I don't think I'd ever been to one. We didn't go to a lot of restaurants as kids. The only restaurant I remember getting to go to that was memorable was Godfather's Pizza. I remember getting to go there a couple of times when I was a kid. Godfather's Pizza. Perry says, autism 50 years ago, 4 and 100. Yeah, I know. I know. And that's what that Kennedy guy talks about. And I don't disagree with that. A lot of it has to do with the hormones in the foods and the chemicals. You know? Keep on seeding those clouds. I know that one. You know that one? Yeah. So, I would like for America to do better food-wise. I don't know why if we're the richest country in the world, why can't we have the best quality of food in the world? Versus, it's sad, when hot dogs are, the worst thing to eat is some of the cheapest things to eat, macaroni and cheese, and you add a little bit of powder to it, and you get the cheese going. So we'll see if Kennedy can do anything about our food system. Hey, it's our good friend from Germany. Mean is here. Hey, dudes, Germany in the house. Germany in the house. One of your fellow countrymen a few minutes ago told me that I look like a gentleman named Stefan Raab. I may not pronounce his last name right. His last name is spelled R-A-A-B. So Stefan R-A-A-B. And we looked him up, and we think he's my long-lost twin. I'm hoping you guys could reach out to him and tell him that his long-lost twin brother in America is poor and could use some financial love from Germany. So, good. How about being able to afford the quality? Yeah, exactly. But why? But quality food shouldn't cost that much. Quality food is real food. The fake crap is the one that you got to do something to. I mean, if you just raise the chicken as a chicken as a chicken, a chicken as a chicken as a chicken. But when you got a 20-pound chicken, a whole lot more had to go into that 20-pound chicken. So why is the 20-pound chicken a hell of a lot cheaper than a regular chicken? Get me fired up, Tim. Yeah, he is a German Freemason comedian. Oh, nice. So do I look like him? Do you think him and I could be long-lost twin brothers or cousins at least? Maybe you could send him an email and say, hey, I met your long-lost cousin in America. HTN says, I'm back in the house. But Mean, thank you for coming back. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for the thumbs up as you came in and all that good stuff. We're just running amok tonight about Elon Musk and how smart he makes, or how dumb he makes all of us feel and look, and how bad food is. Maybe cousins. Well, tell him do you know him? Could you send him an email and say, I met your cousin in America the other day. Maybe he'd be intrigued. And maybe he could subscribe to my channel and shout me out, and I could become famous in Germany. And maybe get to come to Germany and visit you. See? You got to think way ahead like Elon Musk does. I'm going to have to Google this one. My opinion, look more like Ben Sims. Let's try Ben Sims. A lot of people think I look like Brian Dennehy, but I think Brian Dennehy looks like me. He's an American actor. All right, I'm going to pull this guy's picture up. We're going to let everybody vote. Oh, so so here's the first thing. I guess he doesn't play for the Green Bay Packers, right? Because that guy doesn't look anything like me. The Ben Sims that looks like plays for the Green Bay Packers doesn't look anything like me. So I got a feeling it's this one he's referencing. Maybe all of us old Germans look alike. I don't know. It kind of looks like me. Tim says Elon Musk thinks 5 steps ahead of the game. Oh, I think Elon Musk is thinking years ahead of the game. I think he is so freaking far out there, it takes him a while to get back to be able to talk on our level. John Balut's in the house. John, good evening. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. How are you? Craig says, yeah, the boy got the hat. See, maybe he's my long lost. Has he got money? He's an artist, I think, right? I'm looking for anybody that, you know, could help me out. Apparently, he's a singer-songwriter, maybe? Yeah. He might have a little money. On picture, what I mean is Ben is a little fat. Oh, I don't know. He looks a lot skinnier than I am. I'm probably the fatter one. Did they get your plumbing fix, Henry? Diana's asking Henry. Didn't see any resemblance. Okay. Well, I saw a lot of resemblance, just not the eyes. I think the other guy has the same color eyes as I do. And he has the same wrinkly stuff in his eyes. This guy doesn't look as wrinkly as the other two of us. Thinking he's a Chinaman 5 years ahead of us. That's it. Yeah, he's a way ahead of us. If there's anybody who's an alien on this planet, I'm telling you, Ben Sims is a techno artist. So techno music. Gotcha. Henry says finally got their water fixed. John is saying hello to Tim. Hello, 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 everybody. Well, Meme, thank you for being here anyway. Well, maybe you could send that guy an email and say, I met your American cousin on the internet the other day. You know. My wife thinks I look like Jason Statham, the actor, but I don't know. He's awful small. He seems to be a little bitty guy, you know. But most people, I get a lot of Brian Dennehy on the internet. I mean, I get a lot of Brian Dennehy. What's that guy's name? Brian Dennehy. Dennehy. See if I can find him. The lizard people. Oh, ooh. Well, Brian Dennehy's gotten old. Let me find a picture of him more my age. Man, he's gotten old. All right, there's not any good ones. Let me see. I'll just show you a picture of him. So they say if you put a beard on him, that's not a good one. Hang on. So a lot of people think I look like him. Except for, I think he looks like me. I'm better looking than he is. So smooth as I, oh, the lizard people need to jump back in the pool. The guy who played Mighty Ducks actor, can't think of his name, like Martin Sheen's son. You love him, Brother David, look like him, Charlie Sheen's brother. Emilio Estevez? Slither. Look like him, John Candy. I get John Candy a lot, except, you know. See you later, alligator. Appreciate you, meme. Thank you for being here. Not real. Sorry, my typing. You look better. I do look better than Brian Dennehy. So, yeah, Emilio. Yeah, I would think so when I was, you know, kind of, except for he's skinny and rich. I just look like me. You look like him. Emilio Estevez? I don't know. Lorelai, you know, what's that guy's name? Jason Statham? Lorelai thinks I look like this guy, but I would have to lose 200 pounds. I think to look. Now, granted, I know our noses are similar, and our haircuts are similar, but she thinks my face looks like his face. John says, you look like my high school football coach and teacher. His favorite song was Cocaine. Cocaine was sung by, damn again. I like that song. I'm trying to find a picture here. All right, so Pat thinks I kind of look like, well, and Pat's right. Now that he's old, he does look like me. I mean, you give him a buzz cut, a hat, and some glasses, and him and I could be twins. Or is it that all of us white people look alike? Maybe that's what it is. That's crazy. Eric Clapton. Yes, thank you, Tim. Yeah, we kind of look alike. Maybe I need to email. He's in America. I could email him and say, hey, I think you and I are siblings. Give me some cash. So, yeah. I think that he got older. I mean, he has a little bit darker hair. My hair was always redder than that. But I give you, yeah. So, if all these good-looking people are rich and famous, what happened to me? That's what I want to know. Where did I go wrong? I mean, we've just seen 5 guys that are highly talented, rich, good-looking, right? What do we all have in common? Our looks. But they're all talented and rich. So what happened to me? Double trouble, look-alike. What do they call those, doppelgangers? Maybe I could be somebody's double or stand-in. Yeah, he's still acting. I don't look like anyone. I'm not for sure I look like myself. Well, that's how I feel. I don't feel like I look like me anymore either. I feel like I look like an old version of me. I know I walk like an old version of me. Lorelai was telling you guys yesterday when we were out when she was doing her live streams while I was out cruising. Man, I even use a shopping cart as a walker to get around small stores now. Because if not, I weeble and wobble and fall down. Do you have an account where we can pictures and show it? Yeah, my YouTube channel has my picture, if that's what you mean. my YouTube channel has my pictures my face all over it. I mean, there's almost 1,000 videos, and more than half of them I'm in, if not more. So all over that, and I know there's a couple pictures of Lorelai and there's all over there. A lot of videos of me in them from all over the world. So if that's what you mean, yeah, my YouTube channel, everywhere. Even our intro picture. We have a little intro video on the YouTube channel that has a bunch of different pictures of me over time with Lorelai. Okay, Pat says, Craig, you're lucky you pooped out 20%, not living in poverty or war. Well, I agree. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. Well, but then again, you got to ask yourself about that because I like how Dennis says that. What are we? It's kind of weird that we ought to be in 1 in 400 trillion. We're the 1 in 400 in teachers. I have an email address on my, here, I'll send you my email address because it's public. Crap. Hang on. I'm going to post my email address. It's on my YouTube channel where it says contact, right? Or information. I can't remember what it says. Craig knows. Craig, what does that say on our YouTube channels? Is it contacts or information? But here is my email address. And anybody can reach me at this email address, which Cruising with the Pack is just posted. So Cruising with Pack, which is one of my small channels, that's not what I mean, but it brings me on to another idea. Okay. I don't have a modeling page anymore. When I quit doing movies and modeling, I don't have a modeling page, if that's what you're asking. But I have an email address and I have YouTube. John says I voted. So sorry, I didn't get that quite right, but you know. John, did you vote for me? But yeah, you know, we got what do you mean? Middle toe rings? Middle toe rings? Huh. No, I need to start my own. I think somebody, Diana, I know a few people have mentioned that I should start an OnlyFans page. Over the last 6-7 months, I've had 8 or 9 people tell me that. So I think I'm going to start an OnlyFans page, and I'm going to, I got to work on this, but I think I'm going to show pictures of my feet. And if any of you guys want to buy pictures of my feet, just let me know. I'll give you guys a discount. So, but maybe I'll start an OnlyFans page that advertises my feet. I just don't know how it works yet. Yes, 5 times in California. Take care, everyone. Time we go to the gym. Tim, thank you. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon. John says, model, yeah. Craig says, work, way up. Work your way up. That's it. Got to work my... No, I don't want to work up. I just want to stay on the toe jamming. Maybe, because I got lots of scars on my feet. Since I don't feel my feet anymore, I scratch them all the time. No discount for you. So maybe I'll do it, because some people say you can make money selling your feet pictures to crazy ass people that like feet. Why can't that be us, you know? Less is more. So Seether, I think I'm going to become a magician. Oh, great. That'd be a good thing. So, but I think I could do a feet one. Can I do an OnlyFans page for my dog? You think people would buy pictures of my dogs? Could I do that? Would that work? You know? But, yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, so. Please show only pictures from your little finger. I don't know what you mean by that. I really don't. On the right. This? Little finger on the right? I'm confused. Evidently, I know how to make people do that's funny. So, this is my left hand, this is my right. You mean those? Sorry. You mean those pictures? Is that what you mean? I can show you those pictures on the wall if you want, if that's what you're asking. For you, maybe. You need to teach me that, Diana, how to make people disappear. I can teach you, Henry. It's real simple. Ask for money. The best way to get rid of unwanted people is to say, "Can you give me some money? I need some money. I'm gonna go blow it on alcohol and gambling. Can I have some money?" Man, most people will go, "Oh, well, I'll have to get back to you with that because I'm going to be kind of busy." So, meme is, if that's what you're asking about my pictures on the wall, let me know and I'll be happy to show them to you. Okay, I think that's what he means. The guys want to see the pictures on the wall again? All right. I'll show y'all. Let me get the phone locked in so we don't kill each other on the way to walk to the wall. All right, let me get the light turned on. Our house is a mess because we're decorating. I guess I should start talking to the trolls. Yeah. I think that was, I don't know, Destin, Florida or Philippines. I don't know where that was. That could have been the Philippines. That was in Las Vegas. See how beautiful that girl is? Don't you guys wish you could have a wife that looked like that? A couple boats in the Philippines. There's the beautiful wife again from the Philippines. That was in the Philippines, wedding day. Lorelai and some of her friends. I think she's the one that's helping us with the Christmas stuff, I think. There's us again. This is our first cruise. We went on, this is somewhere in the Carolinas after the cruise. Pat says I look young. Well, that's because I was younger. None of these are recent. This is probably 11 years ago. This is probably 6 years ago. There's my dogs. This is probably 5 years ago. I don't know. That one's probably, I think, 7 or 8 years ago. That's the Philippines. I don't know, that was a long time ago. Here's the Philippines. We're on top of the Bai Hotel overlooking the city at night. Las Vegas during the pandemic. That's us at the Grand Canyon. Lorelai getting drunk in Vegas. That's us in Carousel. Philippines. Here's when I was still modeling. I made some covers of major magazines. That's Lorelai at the Grand Canyon. Roatan, cruise ship. Belize, cruise ship. Cozumel, cruise ship. Amber Cove, cruise ship. Grand Canyon, Aruba, cruise ship. Lorelai, I think that's Destin, Florida. That's where she worked at when she was in the Philippines. And then the last one's this one here, which is Carousel again. Oh, we got a couple more if you want to see them here. I think we're in Aruba. That's Lorelei on the boat on our lake. That's me out fishing. I was young then. That's probably 15 years ago. This is in the Philippines when we lived there for my birthday party. So that's us. Nice pictures, John says. Thank you. Gotcha. All right, let me get seated back down here. Get my water out of the way. Oh, I saw some of that. I was going to do a video about him today, Henry. I was going to do videos. I know people were talking about that. I was going to, but I was too tired. I hope he does. If you guys don't know, Little Johnny is a YouTuber who's a troublemaker YouTuber. He likes to pull stupid stunts for fame. I don't know exactly, I'll look it up real quick, what he did that got him arrested in Korea. But I know he had been doing some bad behaviors. Said he could be facing 10 years in prison. Thank you, Pat. Thank you for the kind words. I'm trying to see. Oh. Oh, he's one of those idiots. He apparently defaced a Korean, I'm trying to read what the Korean statue is. He's been handed over 19 hours ago to the Korean prosecutors. He faces, I'm going to pull up the Korean news. U.S. streamer known for his offensive antics. Matano, a Korean prosecutor, creating an emotional for creating a commotion in a convenience store. He uploaded a video of himself pouring instant noodles on a table in a convenience store. Well, there you go. You're going to disrespect the country you're visiting. If you don't get your ass whooped, you're going to get deported and thrown in jail. His Osborne Gamma employee stopped him from drinking alcohol in the store. He blasted music so loud and screamed sexist slurs at the employees. It's unavailable on his channel. YouTube apparently is deleting them, I guess. Backlash after uploading a video of him kissing the Statue of Peace and dancing in front of the monument. That monument. The statue represents young Korean women being forced sexually into slavery during Japan's colonial rule over Korea from 1910 to 1945. So they have a statue commemorating about how young women in Korea by the Japanese were enslaved is the word they use, into sexual slavery, and he gets out there and does the dirty dance and kisses and grinds on it. So, yeah. Smoke break for Craig. A line should be drawn. Well, it should be a big draw. Yeah, I agree. And the sad thing is, most of us YouTube people, And even though I don't have a big channel and I'm not popular or anything, I still have to consider that I am but I've been a public personality since I was 30. Even though I want to grow this channel and make a lot of money so my wife never has to work a day in her life ever again, I would never do this shit. I would never be this disrespectful in anybody's home in America, but especially not in a foreign country. One, I'm smarter than that. Smoke 'em if you gotta. What do you smoke? I don't smoke anything. I'm a non-smoker. So we don't smoke anything in this house at all. I have a lung disease that if I smoke something, it would send me down a very bad path. So I don't smoke. So what Korea should do to young Johnny is throw him over the border on the North Korean side. They should just take him to the border and make him walk across to North Korea and let North Korea take care of it. I doubt that he thinks he's smarter than everyone else. If he goes to prison, he may not make it out. He may not. Sad but true, you can only go to another country and do whatever you want, and he knows the rules. You can't do it, right, Diana? You just can't. Smoking sex signal. Yeah. I'm smoking cigarettes, trying to quit. Good, good. Everybody should quit smoking. Smoking's bad for your lungs. If you partake into the medical marijuana or marijuana, just eat it instead of smoking it. In Germany, there are new rules. What are the, Meme, can you tell us what the rules are about smoking? In America, you can smoke in your house, on your property, in most public places. But restaurants and bars are smoke-free in most places. Some have designated areas and others do not. So I'm not an expert in smoking in America because I don't smoke, but I know there are different rules, different places, different policies, and all of that good stuff. And be respectful. Yeah, look. When I'm in one thing I always took pride in was not being the typical known, and I wasn't happy in the Philippines after the typhoon and we went downhill. My health was suffering because we had no power and it was really bitch of a time, but I tried really hard not to be disrespectful to other people. Weird Al Yankovic, just eat it. Just eat it. That's right. Dr. Cooper, CC Germany, in the house. How are you? We are doing great. We have some other Germans in the house, so thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done that. Remember, we do have memberships, super chats, PayPal, and subscribing to the channel. Sorry, new rules about cannabis. Oh, not smoking. Cannabis. Okay, I got you. In the United States, it's different everywhere you go. Every state is different. So, and just keep that in mind. And if you come to America, understand that it's still against federal law to smoke marijuana. So you can't take it on airplanes because airplanes are governed by the government, and you can't ship it in the mail system, the USPS, because that's the government. You could ship it through FedEx because it's not government. So just understand that. Remember, it's a lot like Texas. You can't buy it, you can't sell it, but you can possess up to, I think, 4 ounces or 4 grams. I can't remember. But 4 units of measurement, they just increased that. So, but there's not legal medical marijuana in Texas, but the state of Missouri, for instance, you can buy recreational marijuana. Arkansas is still based on medical marijuana. Diana, I'm not for sure what Oklahoma is. So, Meme, if you come to America, just realize that it's not a cut and dry situation. Just not. A lot of people think they can take it on cruise ships. You cannot. You cannot take marijuana on a cruise ship. You can't buy it in Jamaica, smoke it, and get high and bring it onto the cruise ship. You can't, because the cruise ship is ordained from America. Federally. It has to come through the port of call. It has to come through customs. It's illegal to bring marijuana into America. You can go to Jamaica and get high all you want while you're there, but you can't bring it back on the damn cruise ship. And same thing with medical marijuana. So the feds increase the strength of weed, corn of the market. Well, I think they should. We all talked about that many a time. Just put a tax on it and get over with it. Only the government can do that. Only the government can. Only the government can. I think there's a song kind of like that, isn't there? You know, only the government can. But just know that when and if you come to the United States, that you don't bring any dope with you. Now, I tell you, for everybody's in other countries, if you're going to try to smuggle drugs into any country in the world, America's the best country you can do it in. Look, I've watched TV enough about the border crossings where they catch these people coming in from Colombia with 10 pounds of cocaine in their suitcase, you know, and they get a slap on the wrist and sent away. So if you want to smuggle drugs into any country, try America. You won't have to worry about going to prison very long. Versus, if you take drugs to Colombia, you're going to be sitting in prison forever. They don't like competition, that's it. Throughout Germany, locals can now officially carry 25 grams at home, carry 25 grams. Then at home, they can possess 50 grams. Nice, nice. I just don't see the big hang up anymore. I mean, I equate it to the same thing that our grandparents went through with Prohibition and alcohol and all of that mess. It's the same thing. We just don't realize that what they went through, we went through. You know, if you banned marijuana, it would still be everywhere. You know, just like during Prohibition, you could still get gin. And then, of course, we did runs across the Canadian border and the Mexican border, bringing alcohol into America during Prohibition. And who made the money off of that? The corrupt government. So just keep that in mind. Well, that's where but Henry, to answer your question about the creepy jerk in Korea, the American, no, I don't think he will go to jail. I think Elon Musk has done that, John. I don't think Trump has an issue with free speech. I don't think because he runs his mouth so much, you know, I don't think he has a problem with free speech. I think that Elon Musk, since he has Twitter, might have an influence in the positive where everybody should be able to say what they want to say. And I agree with that on my channel. I accept everybody having their own opinion. I just don't want anybody getting pissed off because somebody has an opinion. We currently enjoy not being criminalized from smoking a joint in Germany. Yeah, it's stupid in America. It's one of the things that America does that's out of date. You know, I think the marijuana issue worldwide is out of date. I just think it is. I think it's time for the world to get their head around it. Thank the Native Americans for introducing it to us and let the world enjoy it in peace. So, he keeps talking about fake news censorship. Well, there's a lot of fake news, John. I mean, I absolutely believe that there's I'm starting to believe, like I said earlier, I think everything's a lie. I think everything's fake. I think every shitting thing we see on TV, there is no truth in it. It's slanted to make somebody money. Elliot Eastman has in the Philippines, still looking. I don't know. I Googled it this morning. Couldn't see much on him that was anything new. There was nothing new I could find about him. We are in a movie. I think we are. I almost agree with Elon because I've watched so much of his shit lately that we may be in some kind of weird simulation. The Earth is a lie. See, that's funny, meme. I actually think the environment is the only thing that's not lying. The planet is real. The trees are real. The ground is real. The water is real. But how we're influenced is real. Sorry, oh, don't worry about it. Kiko's in the house. Craig. Ask Craig. He only knows what's real, right, mate? Craig? Yeah. Craig's smart. He's had those experiences. Like the Truman Show. I remember that movie. Same here. All scripted. Craig Perez. Good day, Kiko. Yeah, one of these days, Craig and I are going to get on the phone or the FaceTime and just chit chat and have a talk. Meme says the Earth is real. I agree the planet's real. There's no planets. I disagree with that. I think there are planets. I think the environment's real. I just think everything is manipulated. I think we're being manipulated to every day of our life, every moment of our day, we're being manipulated. That's what I truly believe that. I could be wrong. I will go on the record and say, I'm sorry, everybody. Ronald, I know you're not here, but Ronald, I think the planet is round, hence, it's a planet, not a disc. So, Kiko, fish tank, but the fish have to translate. That's, yeah. Galactic Gaming, hey, thank you for the thumbs up as you came in, Galactic. When will the aliens make themselves known? What do you mean when? They've already done it. When we unite as a species and stop war and hunger. We will never will. You want to know why? Why we will never get rid of war and hunger? Because the people in power make too much money and have too much power. Why would anybody give up being God? It's a famous line from a serial killer movie. I used to study serial killers, or maybe from Criminal Minds. He does it because it makes him feel like God. Who is going to give that up for the good of all? Nobody. Nobody's going to believe in Kant, which is a German philosopher. His philosophy about the higher good. No, we are too greedy as humans. When it makes us feel like a God, why in the hell would we give that up? Thank you, Pat. Kingdom, no universe, no space. See, I think there's space. Craig says frequency creates all. Okay. Kiko says David, because David is the one dividing everyone in the world. That's right. I am the instigator. I am the troublemaker. Welcome on in. Everybody say hello to Kiko. That's Luz for you guys. So that's Kiko. Everybody say hello to Kiko being in the house. The iconic picture of Trump when he got shot in the flag, I know. Why was he exposed? They didn't know the situation was totally under control. That was it was. And look, I actually think they intended for Trump to die that day. I think it was not a planned execution. I think it was a call off. I think they went, we know there's a high risk that they're going to throw a Hail Mary to the end zone, using a football analogy. So we're just not going to guard the end zone. And pure luck or belief in God, whatever you want to call it, alien intervention, whatever, it didn't happen the way they planned it. So it didn't go the way they planned it. So Plan B was the movie moment. And isn't like it's going to go down in the history books. That photo of him with his fist in the air, blood on his face, the American flag blowing in the yeah. John says they say the universe is always expanding. I know my belly's always expanding. Hey Kiko, stop reaching now. It's all David's fault. That's right. I'm the trouble. I'm it. Why would Trump expose himself? Oh, I think it's this. You know, to be honest, Diana, I really believe why he did that versus getting on the floor and crawling around. I think his ego's too big. I think a lot of politicians would have hugged the ground and kissed the ground and licked the ground and prayed and had all those guys on top of him and scurried him away aground. I think his ego's too damn big. I think he went, I don't give a shit. I'm standing up, I'm walking off the stage because I'm Donald Trump. I think his ego was too big, and his ego could have got him killed that day. It was rigged. It all happened. I imagined a lot of wonderful things in puberty. None of it became reality. Kiko, we all know that feeling. My belly expands, my wallet implodes. Yeah, I have a very skinny wallet. I got a friend that says, I said, no, sorry. My wallet's very, very skinny. Please Google satellite picture from space and North Pole. A real one, not CGI. Well, if you can do that, I don't know if there are any. I still think we're a planet. You could be right about that. Yeah, I think it's ego. Because I know a lot of other people in the world history that their egos are so big that they can't let them assess things the way that normal people would assess things. And I think that's why. It still could have been part of a script, but he rewrote it going, look, my ego's too big. I'm not going to let you crawl me out of here like a bug. I can't Google it and show you on this. It doesn't allow me to do that. Pat says, yep, that's right. Craig says, we need to shift the dimensions, Kiko. Over there waiting for you. Need to shift dimensions, Kiko. Over there waiting for you. Yeah, I mean, I can't show you any pictures or anything on this. It's not how this YouTube stuff works. Sorry about that. I can't show you anything. But that's what I think. I just think I don't know, the older I get, the more I sit around and go, people have convinced us. And I've always thought that about houses. Sorry, Craig, now it could be like a dog chasing a car. It could be. Or how about the car chasing the dog? That's more reality. How many people have seen a dog chase a car very far? None. But how many times have we seen people in cars chasing dogs? And blow out y'all hamstrings. But it's like we are convinced in America, my generation, my parents' generation, my grandparents' generation was not. My generation is convinced, oh, you got to buy your first house. Not a house, but a first house. Then you got to buy a better house. Then the better house. Then maybe you get like even a better house. Oh, but now that you're old, you got to downsize all of those and go back to what was equivalent to your first house. So how's the heartbeat? Well, Kiko, I thought she was going to die last night. It's a little better in the sense that when she's sleeping, it's not as hard. So that's the only good thing. But as soon as she moves around, it comes back. So I'm taking her Friday to get a heartworm test done because if it's infected with heartworms, they can operate on her and cut the heartworms out and maybe save her life. But last night, I'll tell the story again because Kiko, I know you enjoy this. Here comes Lily. Lily wants to sit. So last night, Lorelai and I did some live streams. Lorelai did. I just drove the car. We did some running around, had some shopping to do. And when we got home, I was really worried about Lily. I really thought she was going to die. She was very lethargic. She barely moved around. She wouldn't eat anything. Her heart was not doing well, boom, boom, boom. Man, I was really, really upset, really stressed. So I kept just petting her and letting her sit there next to me like she likes to, unlike this one, see. You know, and so I did. I told Lorelai, I said, she wouldn't even eat her treat. I mean, we have a special thing that they just, and she wouldn't have it. But a little bit later, Lorelai, she went outside and took this really long crap. So she took a really big dog crap out in the yard. And Lorelai said it's the biggest thing she ever seen Daisy do. But when she came back in, she seemed to feel much better. My hands are laying on my eating pads. So, but I'm going to take her in Friday to get it. And we got to try to get this off Lily on Friday too. We're hoping her eye that got scratched is healed up by then. So. So that's the heartbeat issue with Daisy. Be nice to go back to the old good days when food is cheaper in stores. It would be. It would be. Today's food is fake food. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't nourish your body. It's designed so that you eat more of it, and it gives you a lot of calories. And just it's not good. And I think there's no truer test of that is that when we all go to the Philippines, we lose weight. And we can eat like pigs in the Philippines. And we lose weight compared to America. Hell, I gained 40 pounds 2 years being back in America. I've lost it now, luckily, but, So, we got to get better foods. All right, my friends, it's going on 8 o'clock. It's about time for us to wrap this live stream up tonight. It was a very good one. I appreciate everybody. We're going to keep you guys apprised of Lorelai's Christmas adventures with the schools in the Philippines. So, Dennis, thank you for the PayPal that to us so that we could get the kids some food. And we're going to do some other things for some kids and here in America and in the Philippines. So thank you all for everybody who's helping out with that. So we thank you too much for that. John, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Pat, goodbye. Craig, Diana, we appreciate y'all. Kiko, talk to you soon, Kiko. If you need anything, just let us know. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow some point in time. Take care.